Mykhailo Mudryk, born January 5, 2001, is a Ukrainian professional footballer who plays as a left winger for Premier League club Chelsea and the Ukraine national team. Mudryk began his career in the academies of medalist Kharkiv and Dnipropetrovsk, before moving to Shaktar Donetsk in 2016. He made his professional debut 2 years later, followed by loans to Arsenal Kiev and Desna Chernihiv. In 2023, he moved to English side Chelsea in a transfer worth an initial €70 million, making him the most expensive Ukrainian footballer of all time and the most expensive player ever signed from the Ukrainian Premier League. Mudryk has been a Ukrainian senior international since 2022, having previously been capped at several youth levels. Mudryk started playing football at medalist Kharkiv in 2010, before moving to Dnipropetrovsk's academy in 2014. After quickly rising through the age groups, Mudryk attracted the interest of Shaktar Donetsk, who signed him for their academy in 2016. In the 2018-19 season, he played for Shaktar in the U21 category. 2. Later that year, Mudryk was promoted to the first team. 3. And was given his senior debut, aged 17, by manager Paulo Fonseca on October 31, 2018 in a Ukrainian Cup match against Olympic Donetsk, which Shaktar won 1-0. After finding limited first-team minutes, in order to continue his development, in February 2019, he was loaned to Ukrainian Premier League side Arsenal Kiev for the remainder of the 2018-2019 season, playing 10 matches without scoring any goals. He played in the Ukrainian Premier League against Desna Chernihiv, Kolos Kovalivka, and Oleksandria, giving the contribution to win the title in the 2019-2020 season. In the summer of 2020, League of Ireland Premier Division side Dundalk approached Shaktar about a loan move, however the Ukrainian club preferred that he remain in his homeland, and instead he signed a loan agreement with the Ukrainian Premier League club Desna Chernihiv and qualified for the UEFA Europa League third qualifying round. He stayed 4 months in Chernihiv and played 10 matches in the Ukrainian Premier League and once in the Ukrainian Cup. On January 8, 2021, Mudryk returned to Shaktar, playing 3 matches in the Ukrainian Premier League and joining Shakhtar's reserve, featuring sporadically for manager Luis Castro. In the 2021-2022 season, Mudryk found more and more space as a starter, especially with the arrival of Roberto De Zerbi at the helm of Shaktar, who had the reputation of trusting in young players. With his previous managers failing to bring the best out of Mudryk, De Zerbi decided to recall him from his loan spell and requested a meeting with him. After the meeting, Mudryk developed a new mentality and his manager considered him one of the best young players, adding that if I don't bring him to a high level, I will consider it a personal defeat. On August 25, Mudryk made his UEFA Champions League debut against AS Monaco, replacing Manor Solomon in the 82nd minute in the playoff round of the tournament. His cross in the 114th minute ricocheted off Ruben Aguilar on the Monegasque net, as Shaktar qualified to the tournament 3-2 on aggregate. On September 18, he scored his first goal for the club in a 5-0 win against Mariupol at the Volodymyr Boyko Stadium. On December 3, Mudryk provided 4 assists in a 6-1 win against Lviv. On December 31, he agreed to a contract extension to 2026. He was named the club's Player of the Month for the months of November and December. On February 24, the Ukrainian Premier League was suspended due to the imposition of martial law in Ukraine due to the 2021-2022 Russo-Ukrainian crisis and subsequent invasion by Russia. Mudryk finished the season with 2 goals and 9 assists, being named the club's Player of the Year, attracting the attention of a number of European clubs including Sevilla and Arsenal. With football resuming in Ukraine, Mudryk started the 2022-23 season by scoring his first Champions League goal and providing 2 assists in a 4-1 away win over RB Leipzig. This was followed by another goal in a 1-1 Champions League draw to Celtic. On October 19, He scored a brace in a 3-0 over Kolos. His prolific form saw him score 7 goals and provide 6 assists in 12 matches, being named the Ukrainian Footballer of the Year and Shakhtar's Player of the Year. Despite being linked to a transfer for Premier League club Arsenal in the winter transfer window, on January 15, 2023, Mudryk was signed by Chelsea on a permanent deal, penning an 8.5-year contract for an initial fee of €70 million, rising to €100 million in add-ons. This was Shakhtar and the Ukrainian Premier League's biggest transfer ever, making him the most expensive Ukrainian footballer of all time, topping the previous record held by Fred, who moved to Manchester United for £52 million, rising to £61.2 million in bonuses, in 2018. Upon his arrival to the club, he was handed the number 15 shirt. Mudryk's debut came on January 21, as Chelsea drew Liverpool 0-0 in a league game at the Anfield.